Hello class, this is a video tutorial on bivariate data analysis. In this video we're going to be looking at the idea about variables. So let's get straight into it. A variable is a quantity or a value that can vary or change. In scenarios involving data analysis, one variable depends on the value of another. This value that depends on another value is called the dependent variable, as it relies or is heavily affected by an independent variable. So the main summary I want you to get from this is the dependent variable is affected by the independent variable. The dependent variable, this is when it comes to graphing, is always placed on the vertical y-axis, and the independent variable is always placed on the horizontal axis. So now let's get into a few examples to determine which of these is the dependent and which of them is the independent variable. Let's take a look at the first scenario. The weight of a baby increases with age. So from that statement, I want you to try and figure out which two variables we might measure. So we can either measure weight or age. Now let's figure out whether is weight of a baby, the weight of a baby, is that affected by the age, or is the age affected by the increase of weight? Well, you'd expect that the older a baby gets, the heavier they start becoming. So the weight of the baby is being affected by the baby's age, which means we'll write as the age is the independent and the weight must be the dependent variable. For this example, I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself. I'm going to make independent variable as I and dependent variable as D. Now let's get to it. So next example is the weight of a diamond and its value. I presume the value of the diamond is its dollar value. So if we keep increasing the value of a diamond, will its weight increase? Or is it the other way around? If we increase the weight of a diamond, is its value increased? Well, you'd expect a larger and heavier diamond to be more valuable, which means that the weight in this scenario is the independent variable, and its value is the dependent variable. Let's take a look at the next scenario. The more hours worked, the greater the income. Well, this one's, I hope it's very straightforward for a few of you. If you can see that the more hours that you work, so hours is one variable, and the income is the second variable, but the income, how much you get at the end of the week, I presume, is dependent on how many hours you worked throughout the week. So let me say that again. The income at the end of the week depends on the number of hours worked throughout the week. So the income must be the independent variable, and hours worked, sorry, I made it the other way. The income depends on the number of hours worked. Hours worked is the independent variable. Sorry, I had a bit of a mix up there. The faster the speed of a car or whatever it might be, the shorter the travel time. Well, we can see that we have two variables. We have the speed and travel time. Is travel time affected by the speed, or is speed affected by the travel time? Let's think about it. If we travel faster, so the faster and faster we go, can we get there in a shorter amount of time? I think that there is the one that makes more sense. So that means the speed must be the independent variable, and travel time is the dependent variable. I hope that gave you a bit of an insight into dependent and independent variables, because you're going to be encountering and having to think about quite a few of these. Best of luck.